Hi everybody, Doug here. Welcome back to yet another board game channel. And yet another turn of Eldritch Horror trying to deal with Shub-Niggurath. This is turn 8, which means we are about halfway through the game. And we still haven't even really started on our second mystery because we've been delayed by horrible rumors and such. Dealt with the rumor last turn, though. As you saw, I had the most miraculous combination of rolls when trying to deal with the what was it? The crawling no the creeping chaos, crawling chaos. And as I indicated both verbally and in a note in the video itself, I actually spent a lot of resources that I didn't really need to get that thing killed because I forgot about his blunderbuss making every single 6 two successes, with ones negating a success. Well, I got rid of the one in the reroll, and I got plenty of 6s. Basically, it came down to I didn't need to spend that focus or the clue that I ended up spending. I did, however, go through the rest of that turn without the focus and the clue. Put Wilson in a bad space. And I'm going to, and I hope nobody objects, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to take back the clue. I'll just take back the focus, because I really didn't need to spend that at all. I had it dead to rights anyway, and as a viewer pointed out, and I apologize, I have completely forgotten who it was who said it. I said the Time-Worn brand, I couldn't use it because it was magical resistant. Apparently that only applies to the +1 part. I still could have re-rolled yet another die during it. So I had that pretty much in the bag before spending all the resources. So I've taken back a focus, but I will leave the clue away. Let's just leave it at that. I've taken back some of it, but not all of it. All right. Now that I'm done nattering, we will get into it, and we will be starting our action phase. And yeah, we're going to start with going to make Kate our lead investigator again. See what she can get done. Right, I indicated last turn that I was trying to get Kate down here so she can easily get rid of the flying polyp because of her special ability on that gate. She can't actually do that this turn, though, because it'll take her 2 actions to get there, and then it's another action to actually get rid of it. And I don't want to put her there because she'll have to fight the darn thing. So she's just going to move a little bit towards it right now. So for her first action, she is going to move to space 20, and there's not much else she could do. She could take another focus, but I'm thinking for the heck of it, let's do an acquire assets. She's only got an influence of 2, but there are a couple of 1s and a 2 available in the reserve. See if we got lucky, and we didn't. It's okay. That was mostly a time killer, just to see if she could squeeze a little bit out. Not going to actually spend her clue or her focus. So now we will be moving on to Wilson Richards, who is in prison in Tokyo. Okay, the only action for the time being that Wilson can do as he is detained is the local action of testing his influence. And if we pass, we get to discard this card. He does have 4 influence. So he is going to... Okay, he did it. No need to re-roll or anything. We are going to discard this card. Alright, yes, we've gotten rid of that. Now that means I have to think of a second action for him, because he is free to do more things. I hadn't thought this far ahead. Actually, I think what we'll do is we're going to move him down to space 20. And maybe next turn, Kate can trade her clue with him. So he'll actually have a clue to go work on our mystery for. Yeah, we'll give that a go. Now we're on to Lola Hayes. Right, we're not on the board because Lola is still lost in time and space. So basically she is going to do nothing. Remove your investigator. Yeah, she can't actually do anything. She'll be performing an encounter here. Instead, that's it. She's done. So that will leave us with Luke Robinson, who is still over in Egypt. Alright, Luke is still in the Sahara Desert. We have no reason for him to stick around Egypt anymore because we know we have spawned all possible gates there, and he's one of our best gate sealers. So he's going to move over to the main board. So for his first action, he is going to move to space 10. Alright, yeah, there he is on space 10. Second action, he can't take another focus because he's already got 2. He could take a resource, but I think instead we're just going to have him rest. His health is okay, but we're going to get his sanity back up. He's spent a few sanity over the last few turns avoiding monsters, so that puts him back up to 5 sanity and is full 4 health. Alright, that is that. Now we will be moving on to the encounters. Back around to Kate. Alright, Kate is going to have a generic city encounter. Let's see what we've got happening. Oop, come on, focus you. You make sure no one is watching before sneaking out of the shop with your stolen goods. Kate! What do you... Kate? What do you... Okay. You rebel. Okay, well, we're testing observation. That's good because her observation is 5. So she is going to probably get away with some loot. Only just, but still. Wow. If you pass, gain 1 item asset from the reserve or 1 random asset from the deck. Okay, I remind myself what is in the reserve. Actually, there are no items in the reserve. We have 2 allies, a service, and a task. So that means we will just draw from the asset deck until we find an item. Got an ally, an ally. Okay, she found herself a tome. The Arcane Sutra. Gain +2 lore when resolving spell effects. She has no spell, but you may re-roll 2 dice when matching results when resolving a lore test during a spell effect. Well, if she ever gets a spell, that'll be great. Okay, that is it for Kate, but we're just going to stay here because up next is Wilson Richards. He's hanging around the same city. You attend night classes hoping to learn a new skill. You see, this is backwards. They should each be doing the other thing. But we're going to test. We're going to test his lore. Just a whopping 1. Cursed. Okay. Good. What is it with Wilson in 6s? I hope he does this well when he's trying to do the mystery. If you pass, you master the lessons and acquire insights into the occult world. Gain 1 talent condition and 1 clue. Okay, Wilson continues to do exceedingly well. Well, let's grab him a talent first. So he... No, that's a boon. Talent boon. He is composed. When resolving a test, if you do not roll any 1s, you may re-roll all of your dice. When you fail a test, flip this card. Okay, we have to keep that in mind. I don't know if that's really a great thing. The flipping on a failed test is kind of ominous. But he also picks himself up a clue. Wow, Wilson. I just hope he doesn't die, because he's only got 1 sanity left. That's right, I didn't want to leave him in Tokyo, obviously, once he was out of prison, because he'd have to fight the werewolf, and I know he's doing well, but let's not take any chances. Alright, we will now be moving on to Lola, Lost in Time and Space. We'll see what she gets stuck with. Okay, zoomed out to the whole board because I have no idea where Lola is going to end up. Now, instead of resolving an encounter, flip the card. Strange worlds. You can see there's a picture of a strange world there. You wander from one strange world to another, always at the edge of existence. You believe it is possible to open a portal that can return you to the real world. I'm going to test her lore -1. Her lore is currently 3. She has it boosted. So, yeah, she's only going to roll 2 cursed dice. Got another 6. Wow. Oh, which means she gets another skill token on her personal story. She just has to succeed at a strength test now, and she'll have completed, yeah, she'll have accomplished what she needs to. Yay! If you pass, place your investigator on a space of your choice. Okay, we're going to have to ponder for a moment here. Well, I think I'm going to put her on a space that is adjacent a clue. Because, yeah, let's have her go to Buenos Aires. Because, put that back there. On her next turn, I'm thinking of using the Shining Trapezohedron to either eliminate a monster or, on a failure, pull the monster towards us. That way she'll be able to move to a clue after that and encounter it. But that will be for next turn. Good on Lola. So that leaves us with Luke Robinson. Okay, Luke is going to do a research encounter on a wilderness space. You hear the pounding of hooves. If you have a dark path condition, mercifully we do not, the black goat has come to collect. Flip that card. Okay. Otherwise, well, continuing on, you glimpse the horrifying beast pouring from the wild like fog. Oh, from the wild like fog. So we're going to test his will. Good. His will is 4, and he has got plenty of focus, which he's going to need to use, because everybody else on 2 cursed dice is nailing it. Luke with 4 regular dice fails. Well, here we go. We're going to do a re-roll. Let's spend his other focus. Keeps rolling ones. I could spend, he does have 2 clues. I could spend 1 in an effort to get this clue. More concerned about any failure. Okay, we'll spend 1 of his clues. Let's roll a different die. Okay, finally. Let's see, do we get the clues? Sometimes these don't actually give you clues. If you pass, yeah, gain the clue. If we'd fail, oh yeah, we would have lost 3 sanity. I wouldn't have wanted that. Okay, so he gets that clue back to replace the one he spent and prevented himself from going a little bit crazier. Alright, that is all for the for the encounter phase. Now, yes, everybody's favorite, it's time for the dreaded mythos phase. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we were due a yellow. Okay, we are going to advance the omen track around to the red. Yeah, the red omen, our 1 gate on the board at Sydney is red, so it puts us down to 7 doom. Yeah. And now, yes, reckoning time. Alright, we will start with the monsters. Ah, heck. Just realized, yes, the dole is going to move 1 space towards the nearest investigator. And everybody on its space or an adjacent space loses a health and a sanity. That would be Luke. Yeah, Luke is going to lose a health and a sanity. I'm glad he got that sanity back earlier. The doppelganger. We need to roll to see if doom advances. On a 1 or a 2. Okay, we rolled a 6. Doom does not advance. Right, the polyp would simply move to the nearest space containing a gate. It is already on a space with a gate, so that's alright. The deep one would just cause sanity loss to anybody on its space. The werewolf moves 1 space towards the nearest investigator. I did not think this through. Then each investigator on this space, loses 1 health. So yeah, I forgot that the werewolf would probably follow both Kate and Wilson. So Kate's down to 3 health. Wilson is down to 5. Over on the Egypt sideboard, alright, we have the Dark Young. We've got a roll to possibly advance Doom on a 1 or a 2. Okay, we rolled a 6. Good. And the Migu, right, discard the nearest clue and move this monster to that space. It's on the bent pyramid. Oh, well, that's going to be, the nearest clue will be on the pyramid space here on the main board. We weren't going to go after that clue anyway. That's got horrible things going on there. Okay, that's it for monsters. Now, Shub-Niggurath gets to go. We are going to spawn a monster on a random space and then count, and we really hope there's less than 10. I think there's still less than 10. So it is going to spawn on space 1. And space 1 is getting a cultist. Alright, it's going to go there. I'll get a stand for it after. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Doom does not advance 2. Yeah, we're going to have to do some killing. Okay, but it's okay. Kate is going to get rid of something next turn. So we won't be at the 10 limit quite yet. Next, any Mythos cards? Nothing. Now we will do everybody's conditions and belongings. Right, Kate, we're going to see if her Promise of Power kicks in. Can we roll another 6? Because we've been rolling a lot of them. No, it's a 3. So we do not turn over the Promise of Power. Wilson, Wilson might get rid of his curse. On a 4, 5, or 6, discard this card. So, come on, Wilson, keep rolling high. Nope, roll to 2. Which means, once again, he has to fight mental control on for the sake of his wooden puppet. So he's going to do his will -2, or -1 rather, putting him at 2. That's what I meant to say. He's still cursed. He didn't succeed. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use his focus or his clue. I think instead, if you fail, the stream proves too much for you. Lose 1 sanity unless you discard this card. I mean, it's been a little bit helpful, but I'd rather hold on to my clue and my focus. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and lose possession of the wooden puppet. Apparently goes off to its new master somewhere, hopefully very far away from us. Next up, Lola will be possibly losing her curse. We want a 4, 5, or 6 on hers. Yay! Lola's not cursed anymore, at least. We'll go back into the Bane pile. Leaves us with Luke's Markings of Isis. We are going to test. Oh, I keep forgetting he's got his +1 to all skills. So he really only needed to spend one of those focuses earlier, because he would have gotten an extra die. We'll say that first reroll was his extra die, which he blew, and then the first focus he spent, yeah. Right, so +1 to his skill, so he's actually going to roll, let's see, lore -1, so that cancels out with the +1 from the skill. So he's going to roll 4 dice. And we're going to flip. He got 2 2+. The markings soothe your battered mind and body. You may discard 1 illness, injury, or madness condition. He has none of those things, but then we flip the card. So, okay. Nothing bad happened. That is it for the Reckonings. Now we're going to have to spawn a gate, which of course is going to give us another monster. That's, oh joy. It's on London. Right where we need to go to solve our mystery. It's good thing we're sending Wilson to do that one. We're going to try to. As he seems to do extremely well against monsters. Oh, and in this case, it's just a plain old cultist, which may turn into something horrible before he gets there. Okay, now the text of the card. There was a time when you took comfort in the company of others, but no longer. You have sacrificed so much for them. Are the desperate masses even worth saving? Can the human race ever hope to earn its redemption? Driven to madness. Event. Each investigator may discard any number of ally assets. Then he loses 1 sanity for each ally asset he has. Each investigator that lost sanity from this effect also gains a madness condition. Well, I think, yeah, the only ally anybody had was Wilson's little wooden puppet. So he would have lost it anyway, because I would have given it up rather than take the sanity hit, which would defeat him. So that could have been worse. There's basically no effect beyond the symbols on the top of the card. Okay, that was alright. Yeah, we're going to have to start getting rid of monsters. Going to have to, yeah, Kate's... Yeah, next turn we're going to have Kate get rid of that flying polyp. Lola's going to have to start using her shining trapezohedron just willy-nilly, because we need to get rid of monsters. Otherwise, our doom will start plummeting even faster than it already is. Well, thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and liking the videos both on YouTube and Board Game Geek. I appreciate it. And we will see you next time for yet another turn of Eldritch Horror. So long.